Breaking news from the world of artificial intelligence. While most people are still asking ChatGPT to write their emails, a small group of tech enthusiasts has discovered something that is making I actually work for them like a real employee, and it is completely free. It is called Clawdbot, and if you have been on social media lately, you have probably seen people posting pictures of Mac Minis they just bought for one specific purpose, to run this thing 24/7. So what exactly is Clawdbot, and why are people losing their minds over it? At its core, Clawdbot is an AI assistant that does not just give you advice, it actually goes out and does things for you. Imagine telling your computer to build you an app, set up a daily news digest, or create an animation, and it just does it without you touching a single line of code. That is Clawdbot. The difference between this and regular ChatGPT or Claude is massive. First, it runs on your computer or a remote server you control, which means it has access to your actual files and programs. Second, you can message it from anywhere using apps like Slack, Telegram, or WhatsApp. Imagine having an online worker in a remote location and you message him to carry out certain tasks. And third, and this is huge, it remembers everything. Every conversation, every preference, every project you have worked on together. It is like having an assistant who actually knows you. But here's where it gets wild. Clawdbot can modify itself. You can ask it to learn a new skill and it will write the code, install the dependencies, and start using that skill immediately. People are teaching it to control their smart beds, manage their media servers, even close legal documents that they have been putting off for months. Now you are probably wondering about the cost, because nothing good is ever actually free, right? Well, Clawdbot itself is completely open source and free to download. The catch is you will need to pay for the AI models it uses. If you wanted to tap into Claude Opus or GPT-4, you are paying those companies for API usage, and those costs can add up fast if you are using it heavily. However, you can also run it with completely free local models if you have a decent computer. Or you can get a Claude Max subscription for $200 a month, which caps your spending. You also have options for where to run it. The simplest way is installing it on your current computer, but that is risky because you are giving an AI access to all your files. Many people are buying dedicated Mac Minis for around $600 just to run Clawdbot safely. The other popular option is running it on a virtual private server like Amazon's free tier, which is what most beginners are doing because it costs nothing and keeps your main computer safe. Setting it up is not as scary as it sounds. You basically go to the Clawdbot website, copy a single command, paste it into your terminal, and follow the setup wizard. It asks which AI model you want to use, how you want to communicate with it, and what skills you want to install from day one. Within about 10 minutes, you are chatting with your bot in Slack or WhatsApp. Once it is running, the real magic starts. People are using Clawdbot to compile daily AI news summaries that get delivered every morning. Others are having it monitor product launches, sort through emails, and flag what is actually important. Some users are building entire apps just by describing what they want in plain English. One person even connected it to their Meta Ray-Ban glasses so they could snap a photo and have Clawdbot automatically log expenses or add events to their calendar. The possibilities are genuinely endless because if you can do it on a computer, Clawdbot can theoretically learn to do it for you. But let us talk about the elephant in the room, the risks. If you give Clawdbot access to your email, it could send messages you did not approve. If it is on your main computer, it could delete files or mess up your system. The biggest danger is something called prompt injection, where a malicious website could trick your bot into doing something harmful. This is not theoretical. It has happened to people. That is why the smart approach is running it on a separate machine or fresh accounts that do not have access to anything critical. Think of it like hiring a new contractor. You would not give them the keys to everything on day one. Here is the bigger picture though. Clawdbot is not just a cool tool, it is a preview of where all of this AI stuff is actually heading. Instead of prompting and tweaking and babysitting AI, you are just going to have a conversation, and it handles everything behind the scenes. This is the future arriving right now, and the people setting up Clawdbot today are the ones who will be ready when this becomes the standard way everyone interacts with AI. The question is not whether this is coming. It is whether you are going to start learning it now or get left behind when the wave hits. Write any questions or notes that you have in the details section of the video and it will be answered within 24 hours. Like and subscribe for similar tech content, then watch the next video that will appear in front of you soon. See you over there.